Let's do some guided practice on absolute maxes and mins. Find the absolute max and absolute min, right? Just note that f is continuous on a closed interval. So we're just going to let f prime of x, which equals 54 minus 6x squared equals 0. So that implies that 6 times 9 minus x squared equals 0, which implies 6 times 3 minus x times 3 plus x equals 0. That's weird. Then multiply both sides by -1. X squared minus 9 might be a little easier to factor. Anyway, we get that x equals -3 and 3. Now, one important thing to note here, x equals -3 is not in the interval from 0 to 4. So we don't consider it. That's one way that I could trick you, or that someone could trick you, is there's a critical number outside the interval, right? Don't fall into that trap, right? Okay, so I guess we do, right, this is step 1. Anyway, here, step 2 is, what is step 2? Oh, f of 0 equals 5, and f of 4 equals, I don't do that, okay. All right, I guess we have to bust out some multiplication. 54 times 4, that's going to be 216. That's actually not that bad, I guess. Well, minus 128 is that? Is that going to be 88, and then plus 5 is 93, I guess. We have 93. Okay. So what's our conclusion? F has absolute maximum. F of 4 equals 93, and absolute minimum. What's our absolute minimum? We got 5 over here. Oh, I guess we should say F has critical points -3, comma f of -3, which is yeah, I didn't actually finish finding this. So 54 times -3, that's -162 minus plus 54 is 108, -108 plus 1, so this is going to be -103, I think. Just kind of doing this at the back of the envelope, so correct me if I'm wrong. And 3, comma, that's going to be 5 plus 162, it's 167 minus 54. Right, 167 minus 50, 113, I think. All right. So actually, no, f has absolute maximum. F of 3 equals 113. And absolute minimum, oh, wait, actually, we don't really consider this one, right? Nope, I almost fell into my own trap. All right, just erase that guy. All right, I almost failed to listen to my own advice, right? And anyway, absolute minimum, f of 0 equals 5, right? Please do not write down f of -3 equals -103 because it's not in an interval. In fact, I should write on the interval 0 to 4. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. Fx equals x plus 1 over x on, 0.2 to 4. Gross. All right. So step 1. Let f prime of x equal 0. 1 minus 1 over x squared equals 0. So if you can just eyeball this if you want. If not, then multiply the left and the right side by x squared. And it should be clear that you can factor this out. X equals plus or minus 1. Actually, I'm going to write this out because we don't consider x equal -1, right? Not in our interval. Not in our interval, right? So don't consider it. So, f of 1 equals 2. Step 2, f of 0.2 equals 0.2 plus 1 over 0.2, which is, right, 1 over 0.2 is actually 5. So we have 5.2. And we also have that f of 4 equals 4 plus 1/4, which is 4 1/4. So f has absolute max f of 0.2 equals 5.2, and absolute minimum I guess it's f of 1 equals 2 on the interval 0.2 to 4. There you go.